All right, hey, how y'all doing? I am back with another video. Y'all know I'm gonna be looking off to the side, taking my reading off of my notes that I took. Anyway, I have decided that I'm gonna review um, Tyler Perry's new show, Sistas, on BET. Um, I am going to try to review it. It looks interesting. It's kind of giving me like a girlfriend's feel, the four successful black women type scenario. So I'm gonna review that for now. As far as the Oval, I'm not really excited about it. Kind of gives me like a haves and have-nots type feel, and I've never gotten into it. So I'm going to be reviewing Sisters as opposed to the Oval. All right, let's get into it. So we are going to start by introducing each character. There are four successful in their own right black women. We have Andy, Danny, Karen, and Sabrina. Karen and so Andy is just kind of describing the personalities just based on what I saw from the first episode. Andy kind of seems like the catalyst for the group. Like, I guess maybe she's the one that put the group together. She's kind of the link to everybody. And she's also a little bit naive, and she's strong at the same time. Just being a lawyer. I'm not sure if she's a partner, but she is a lawyer at a divorce firm. But she's also dating a married man. We'll get back into that. Karen is also kind of gullible in the fact that she keeps going back to Zach, played by DeVal, which, if you follow him on Instagram. DeVal and his wife post a lot of couple goals type videos and whatnot on Instagram. So gonna be interesting to see the role he plays. We have I'm probably gonna end up calling him DeVal, but it's Zach on the show. And we have, I don't know where Karen works. I don't think we got into where Karen works. We know that Andy is a lawyer. Danny works at the airline, and she's gonna be like the ratchet one or the fun, no filter type approach that's gonna be in the girl group. And we have Sabrina, which kind of seems like the level-headed one, just kind of the calm, cool, collected one. All right, so let's move on. Just a quick paragraph on each person. The guys it is Andy's birthday. Well, the premise of this episode is we're at Andy's birthday. She's never excited about birthdays because, from what I gathered, she proposed to someone 6 months ago on her birthday, and I guess it didn't really pan out. But she also has been seeing Gary, which is the married dude, for 6 months as well. So, did she propose to Gary? I may have missed that. Y'all let me know whether I missed that or not. Anyway. Andy's a divorced attorney. She's dating a married dude named Gary. 6 months ago, he was supposed to leave his wife. He hadn't left her yet. He still wants more time. Blah, blah, blah. All he does is come to her house, bust that quick nut and leave. Okay? Seems they met at the grocery store, and she apparently loves him for whatever god awful reason. And we move on to her work life. And at work, we see that her boss, or kind of one of the white counterparts, don't look at my nails, I lost a few. At work, it looks like one of her white counterparts lets her know, like, hey, don't let me down. I'm going to give you a very big case. I kind of took a risk. The rest of the partners, which we could definitely presume are other white partners in the firm, they weren't excited about you being here, so please don't let me down, blah, blah, blah. So this is the pep talk she gives right before going to see her client. All right, so she kind of comes in and has to prove herself. This is the first day at her new firm as a divorce attorney, and as opposed to getting her the black lady that she's working for, as opposed to getting her client the $5 million and the house that she wanted, she was able to find some tax papers and some hidden money and whatnot. So she was able to get the lady $20 million and the house. So and we also learned further in the episode that this is the largest divorce court settlement that this firm has ever seen. So if she hadn't proved herself on her first day, that's definitely a high bar that she's going to have to reach. So that's kind of what's happening with Andy. And also, now that she's won the lady 20 million as opposed to 5, the lady is so excited and lets her know, hey, I'm going to start recommending you to my friends. Well, that recommendation is going to come back to bite her at the end of this review. Okay? So we move on to Danny or Daniela. Daniela is her real name, but we're gonna call her Danny because I'm sure that's the name they're gonna call her throughout this season. If I had mentioned before, this is season 1, episode 1. So Danny is, she's giving me like a Tiffany Haddish type, over the top type vibe, but we'll see. We'll see how Danny plays out. Anyway, she's having relationship issues because her pseudo, who she thinks is her boyfriend, which really isn't her boyfriend, like somebody's pictures on Instagram, and she's mad that the lady is from Tuscaloosa and blah blah blah. Whatever. Danny's also a flight attendant, and there's a scene where there's this dude, and he's upset about having to pay the $45 for the baggage fee because his luggage didn't fit into the little pre established compartment, and her cohort at work is saying that's policy or whatever, and she was like, you know what, just let him go through. I don't care. It's not my money. Girl, stop fighting with these people. It ain't worth it. You still gonna get paid. Basically, is what she's saying. Which I champion that motion, girl. I'm not arguing with you about somebody else's money. Go through. Have a good day. Have a safe flight. Have a great day. All right, so we also see that Danny. So Zach is Karen. Danny and Karen are friends. Danny and Zach work together at the airport. Danny hooked Zach up with Karen, which is her friend. She finds out that Zach messed up again and slept with somebody else again on Karen, and so she lets her know, like, hey, I'm about to talk to your ex-boyfriend and let him know that he ain't shit, and I'm gonna let him know about it. And yeah, she basically just kind of ran for filth at the workplace, just being real unprofessional and unprovoked. But that's who Danny's gonna be in this scenario. So that's who she's gonna be. All right, so we see Karen. Karen is Zach's ex-girlfriend or girlfriend, depending on at what point you are in the episode, because they go back and forth. But she went to the doctor and she was very worried about her results, and this is due to the fact that Zach has given her STIs, STDs in the past, and he keeps messing around on her. So she's going to be in this battle of getting away from Zach, get back with Zach. That whole seesaw crap. Zach shows up to her house and she reminds him, that he has said sorry multiple times and blah, blah, blah. And he gives a compelling speech and, they just end up back in the sack, basically. All right, so we get to Sabrina a little bit. We don't learn a lot about Sabrina's life. She, like I said, she seems like the level-headed one in the girl group. She's also the manager at a bank, and one of her patrons has been coming to that bank for weeks and weeks and weeks just so she could do his bank deposits in an effort to get her to go on a date, and she finally agrees. The only thing is, one of her coworkers is also a gay male, and I feel like he liked me too, so that's going to come back up as well when they go out for drinks with the girls. All right, so all the girls are out for drinks. It's Andy's birthday, and nobody wants to bring it up because Andy's really particular about bringing up her birthday, but they are in a social setting on her birthday, so I don't know why it wouldn't have been brought up, but I digress. So everybody's thinking, don't mention it's her birthday, and as soon as she walks to the table, Danny's like, fuck that, happy birthday, girl, it's your birthday, what's up? And she, they talk about it and they laugh about it. And she, Andy lets the girls know about her success of getting the highest divorce settlement that the firm has ever seen, basically on her first case, and they're out celebrating, and just kind of shooting shit, having typical girl talk, and everybody's kind of asking, when is Gary going to be, when is Danny going to propose to Andy? And she lets him know, like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm actually going to be breaking up with him because he still has left his wife. Blah, blah, blah. Whoop-de-whoop. All right, so we going throughout the night, and everybody's still taking drinks, taking shots, whatever, and, getting progressively more inebriated as the evening goes on. And the patron, I didn't get a name, the patron that likes Sabrina from the bank, he shows up, and, he takes her off to her respective corner, away from the girls, just to kind of talk and have drinks, because she told him, hey, if you meet me here at 9, I may have a drink with you. All right, so they branch off, and And Danny goes somewhere to the bar, to the bathroom, who knows. Karen and Andy are there, and they make a pact that, you know, they're going to resist their respective trash as men, which doesn't last through the episode, but whatever. They made a pact to resist the men. And after they made the pact, Gary shows up with flowers for Andy, and the girls are kind of anxious to meet him. He's not really answering any questions. You know, everybody's just kind of gawking over him for whatever reason. And then Gary and Andy leave to head back to her place. All right, so we go back over to Sabrina, who has branched off from the group, while they're at the bar. She's talking to the dude from the bank, and she kind of follows up because as soon as he walks up to the table, Danny asks him, "Hey, is you gay?" That's basically what's happening, because he has on this leopard, very metrosexual, fabulous leopard print blouse. Not a shirt, it's a blouse. Mind your business. And I don't think he answered the question. I think Sabrina told him, like, you don't have to worry about answering that or whatever. And she kind of went back once they got off to their little corner of the bar. She asked him, "Hey," and he kind of brings the question back up, like, "Is that something you wanted to ask me?" Blah, blah, blah. And it kind of seems like he has a great fashion sense. Like, he realizes that her dress is blue and not black. And even though she thinks it's black, and everybody else was able to confirm that it was blue. And he knew the designer just by looking at it. And he was very well groomed. And also having that leopard print shirt, not saying that any of those things automatically makes him gay. Not saying that. But, you know, just off of presumption, she's still assuming that he's gay, but she's taking his word for it that he is not at this time. All right, so Karen gets home from the bar, and Zach is there waiting, even though she's already changed the locks, and he's pleading again, and blah, blah, blah. He gives a compelling speech, and she falls for it yet again, and they end up back in Zach. Karen, girl, make my scalp itch. All right, so we go back to Andy and Gary, and they go back to her house, and where he was supposed to spend the night again, his wife has called, and his son is sick, so now he has to hit it and quit it. He has to go home because his wife is calling. He don't have a choice. He got to go home to the wife. The kid is sick, so he has to go home, and he asked for a few more months to leave his wife, even though he's already been given 6. Andy, you're very patient. And we round out the episode with Andy getting to her office and them letting her know, like, "Hey, you have another client already." Like, Andy is on a roll. And there is this black lady sitting, I didn't catch her name, but there's a black lady sitting at her desk, and she's letting her know, like, "Hey, my friend that you wanted $20 million selling it for, she recommended me to you. I heard you're a really good divorce attorney, and, you know, I need help. I'm tired of my husband cheating on me. I know there's another woman. I'm going to find out who she is." You know, kind of, you know, giving the whole spiel. And, you know, Andy's like, "You know, I don't wish that on anybody. However, we do have a job to do here, so I'm going to do my job to the best of my ability. So we can go ahead and get the paperwork started. Can you give me his name?" And guess what his name is? Guess. I'm going to give you a minute. His name's Gary. The Gary that Andy is sleeping with. Gary's wife has found her way to Andy, the divorce attorney. Yep, Gary's wife. So Andy has a conflict of interest that she has to resolve. And it looks like in the preview, if she don't hurry up and resolve it, she's going to lose her goddamn job. So, penis, paycheck. Get it together, Andy. So that is my review for season 1, episode 1 of Sistas, Tyler Perry's Sistas. I am excited about this particular show. I'm excited about Tyler Perry and everything that's happening with his studios. I'm not going to say that I was a super fan. Well, back in the day, like when he still had stage plays and they were still like $5 or $10. You know, back when we used to live in a car. Oh, that's not my business. But, you know, he's doing a very good thing. He's bought out an army base and turned it into a studio. Being someone that has prior military experience, I kind of know the scope of buying a base and what it takes. And he spent a lot of money. He spent a lot of time. He has greased a lot of palms. He's done. It's taken a lot to get that studio, and I am happy in the fact that he was able to do that. So we will see what comes out of this whole Tyler Perry takeover. And my attribute will just be the small review of Sistas on BET. So I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.